Rockstar has a fan base that I think we all could agree is a little crazy. Other studios would kill for them, dude. They had people out here learning astronomy to guess trailer 3 for GTA 6. They had people piecing together the map off of said trailers online. I mean, dude, it's looking pretty accurate too. I'm not gonna lie, well done. But it's obvious. You can see people love that studio. They love their games that they make. Yet throughout all of that, they make so many decisions that just perplex me. Because if any other gaming studio made those decisions, their reputation would take a huge hit. So, like, for example, let's start with GTA 5 online, okay? There is, I don't understand, even when I was a kid, back when it first dropped, they have shark cards in the game, which, it's not. It's not abnormal for people to spend money on a live service game these days, right? But these shark cards are, 100. I think if I remember correctly, it's like $100 for 8 million bucks GTA wise. That is not a lot of money in GTA terms if you play GTA Online. I personally don't play it anymore because dude, the grind on GTA is so redundant. It has gotten to a point where it's not fun no more. So I stopped years ago around when the heist with the island, I forget what the name of the island heist was, but that's when I stopped because the grind started to get too bad, too much. But back to the shark cards. If you take like at the beginning of the game, it dropped $100, $8 million. If you look at the shark cards now, it's the same exact price. Yet everything in the game way more expensive. Everything in the game way more grindy. And on top of all of that, before the enhanced edition dropped a couple years ago, dude, the PC port was literally a old COD situation where people could just take over your computer and run code. It was literally the most unsafe thing you could do was play GTA online. And it took, I don't know, what was that 8 years to fix? They just said, oh well, we'll get around to it later. That is crazy, dude. That should not fly. Then another thing this isn't, I guess, so much of a problem with GTA or Rockstar because it kind of makes sense why they did it, but it's sad. Dude, Red Dead 2, we all love Red Dead 2. The gaming community, if you play Red Dead 2, you love it. Everybody loves the story. Everybody dogs when people that says, yeah, I got to the snowy part. Yeah, we know you didn't experience peak then. So everyone loves Red Dead 2. And the online on that game, dude, it was so much. It had potential. It had potential, and Rockstar kind of fumbled it. And if you were around when Red Dead 2 was like kind of not popping off, but it was getting its foot under it, it had a community on there, dude. It was fun. It was fun to play and grind with your friends. And then they just stopped caring. To put it bluntly, they just stopped caring, man. And they just gave up on it for years before they officially gave up on it. And then they came out a couple years after, like GTA Online. I mean, not GTA Online. Red Dead Online has been going, and just said we're done. Essentially, there was literally a funeral for the mode. People held a funeral because Red Dead 2 was so neglected for GTA 6. It's just like I understand why, because GTA 6 is going to make them a crazy amount of money. But again, your community is getting they just spit in their community's mouth, and they were just like, yes, please. It's wild, dude. I don't understand it. Then around the same time they were doing all this Red Dead 2 online shenanigans, that's when the GTA trilogy stuff dropped, where they remastered the old games. I think it was like Liberty City, Vice City, and San Andreas, if I remember correctly. They dropped all three of those. Now, granted, they didn't develop those games. It was passed off to Groove. Oh, let me look that up real quick. Groove Street Games. That's right. That's who ported over the games. But they didn't make it, but Groove Street did. However, Rockstar was overseeing them make those games, so they knew how bad it was. They knew how buggy it was, and they still decided to take your money. They still decided to drop those games. That's wild. And not only did they decide to drop those games, they took off the old games. So if you wanted to play, a non-broken version of those games, you couldn't do that. And that's just okay, I guess. Now, granted, they did put it back up on the storefront later on. I think actually, if you buy the trilogy now, you get it. But that shouldn't be okay. You know what I'm saying? Them fixing that doesn't take that away. Like they did do that, and they haven't done a lot of good things for the community, recently. So I don't know why they get a pass with that. And then the whole reason I'm even deciding to yap about this, about 2 weeks ago, that's when the whole GTA 6 pre order thing started, right? And first of all, let me get, why are we pre ordering in the Big 2.6? What you pre ordering? It's a virtual game only, there's no physical copy. Why are you pre ordering this right now? They haven't shown any gameplay. They've literally just came out and said, there's a deluxe edition and you'll need to pay $20 extra to get some features like a mod shop, a salon, maybe a whole slew of missions, maybe even an outpost. So you could buy it if you want. That was it. There was no extra gameplay, no nothing yet. People are over here forking over their clams like they have to give Daddy Rockstar their money. It makes no sense. But anyways, back to the GTA 6 thing. Could you imagine if any other studio did that? They just said, yeah, $100 you get basic features of the game. Now, granted, we don't know how big of a deal that really is yet. So this could all be, not that big of a deal. But locking missions behind it, that's a little crazy. And what's really annoying is just having people say you're broke, spend the extra $20. Like, dude, shut up. I who do you think you are? Rockstar doesn't love you, buddy. They just want your money. Now, with all that complaining to the side, the only reason they're able to get away with this is because, well, they're Rockstar. They make Red Dead 2. They made GTA 5. They're going GTA 6 by all account. It's looking like it's going to be a technical banger at the very least from what we've seen. So that's why they're able to get around with it. Because just look at for example, look at Bethesda or Ubisoft, dude. They haven't, their communities ain't exactly the most happy with them right now at all. Some would say, but on top of them not being happy, the games they've been putting out recently, yeah, not looking too good. Bethesda, it's more so a lack of anything. They just put out nothing their last game was Starfield. It's been what? How long? When did that game come out? 2023, dude. 3 years ago. Oh, 3.5 years ago, roughly. That is insane, man. And then they put out the Fallout 4 update, busted the game. I'm not even a big Bethesda guy, and I keep up with them. That is a sad story. Ubisoft, I mean, everyone hates Ubisoft at this point. They're up there with EA at this point. Everybody hates their games. They wait for them to go. They don't hate their games. They're like, is it worth $60, $70? No, I'll buy it for 20. I know it's going to be on sale in 5 months. I'll buy it then. So it's obvious why Rockstar is able to get away. They put out good content. It's just annoying when I have to talk to people, though, and they just suck off Rockstar like they can do no wrong. Bro, they've been doing wrong for a damn decade. Literally. I'm not trolling when I say that. They haven't done a lot of good outside of dropping good games, which, hey, I will take my good games. I'm not going to say don't make good games, but let's not act like Rockstar is this angel that is coming to save us. And I haven't even talked about them killing off physical meat. Like, let's be serious. Sony did decide that they're done making physical discs, but they did that after Rockstar. Dude, GTA 6 is it's going to set the path here. People are going to follow what GTA 6 does, and they were the first to be like, yeah, we're not going to do physical editions for the game. And I kind of expected them to do it. They literally put Red Dead 2 on 2 discs. 2 discs. So it's not a matter of memory. I do think they just don't want it to leak, but it also could just be, I don't know, man. It's just annoying seeing physical media die. That is one thing that bothers me. But I just want to yap about some Rockstar reputation here because me and my friend were talking about. I'm like, why is everybody so defensive over their reputation? So if you have any thoughts, let me know down in the comments. Have a good one.